Have you ever wanted to decorate with these mini blocks, but you have no idea how? Well, let me show you inside this secret entrance. Oh yeah, so I've been planning for a little while, and I made, well, I guess building and planning, and this is your little room. You know that last one in the other video? Yeah, that's the same, this is the same one. But I have now decorated it with a bunch of different mini blocks, as you can see. So I'm gonna show you how to decorate using these mini blocks in just kind of like a standard house, I guess, for your Minecraft build. So there's 10 of these that I'm gonna go through, and I'm gonna probably try to save the best for last. I'll start over here on the simple ones. You can easily place them wherever you want, and you can just put like maybe a tiny chest on top of a crafting table, or you can put a beehive on top of a fence post, kind of look like a mailbox or something like that. It's really easy and it's really fun. And if you haven't seen the other video, check out FoxyNoTail. He did make these, and link in the description to his channel, and you should be able to download these and use them for yourself. And one of the cool features with this pack is that you can change the texture. As you can see, this is not a normal chest. So you can actually switch the texture with the magenta dye to an 8-bit texture to a normal block texture. Well, it starts out as a normal one, but you can switch it, like if you prefer this as a mailbox or just kind of a little crate or something, you do that. You can switch it back and forth. It's really easy to do. Now, moving on to, I guess this is part of number 1, but you can also put these blocks really anywhere, because you can move them around with all the different dyes. Check out FoxyNoTail's video, and he explains how to actually move them around. You use a bunch of different of the dyes, and you can move them on the X, Y, or Z axis, or rotate them on the axis, so it's really easy to do. So you can put like a crafting table under your bed, be like, oh, I'm not using this, it's for extra storage. It's really cool, just a tiny detail to be like, you really don't get. You can't really put a crafting table under there. You can, it just doesn't look as good. So, now moving on to tip number 2, this is the it's the bed. This is like, instead of using just normal blocks and be like, oh, look at my bed, you can actually get the wool block. No, let's see if I can touch it. No, I can't get it. But you can get the wool mini block. Wool, there we go. So you can get the wool block, move it in there, and you can get it up in there and have it a little. I did change the texture to a 8-bit, so it's a little bit more smaller. So it's a little bit, I like the 8-bit more than the 64-bit, and that's why I like that. And you can squat to pick them up. You just go doop, and then you left click or on pocket, you just have a thing and you do it. Now moving on to tip number 4 is probably one of my favorites. Well, you can see these, but we'll get to those next. This is the furnace. So if you want it to look like you're actually smelting something, all you have to do is get the tiny magma blocks and the coal blocks. As you can see, I did switch them to the 8-bit texture, and I shrank them using the white dye. It changes them from mini blocks to micro blocks. It is fantabulous. And then all you gotta do is move it so it looks like there's heat coming off from the bottom, and you have your coal blocks in top where you put in. So that's just a really cool detail if you want to make it feel a little bit more alive. Now, moving on to, wait, 1, 2, 3, yes, 4. Number 4 is these. As you can see, this is like a wall tiling or a kitchen tiling. This is something you can easily do. I grabbed the netherite mini block and the smooth stone mini block, and all you gotta do is place them on top. Let me just kind of demonstrate. This does take a long time, but all you gotta do is you get the mini block, place it down, and you grab your dyes. Let's see if I can remember. You need brown and orange, and I think I just need to rotate it in the X. So, first thing you want to do is use the red dye, line it up so it's all straight, get the small die, shrink it, which is white, make it a micro scale. Boop! There it is, it's baby now. And you can move it up with the pink die, move it up to the spot that you want it, and that looks about right. And then use this one to move it back into the wall until it is like so. That is a really easy way to do it, and then you can continue the tile pattern from there. But this, I kind of like it both ways. You can either do it this way, which is the micro block scale, as you can see, or the 8-bit. It's not the micro, it's the 8-bit, which kind of looks nice and flat. Or you can do the full, which I both like. Either way, they're both really cool. So, I mean, whatever you want to do for that, it works out just fine. Now, moving on to number 5. Wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, this is number 5. You can make a really easy little potted plant by getting a leaf block, the oak leaves mini block using the 8-bit texture and moving it up on top of a flower. You can do it for all the types of flowers, but I just preferred this one as just a little plant. Boop. Now, you think I'm going to move on over here, but we are going to look up. As you can see, there's a mini block in the ceiling, and this is the spruce wood mini block. And I don't know, I didn't like it so flat, and I wanted a little bit more support, so I got the mini block. I moved it up into the ceiling just enough. You could probably move it up one more pixel, and it would work out just fine as well. But you can do this, you could do it all the way across to have like a beam going down the middle of this beam, and it just adds a lot more detail. I just wanted to do it on the corners. You could probably turn it around so it goes that way. You could extend it either way. There's a lot you can do with this, but you know, it just whatever works for you. I prefer this. It's just simple, and I don't have to do as much work, because sometimes these take a long time to place, but they are totally worth it. Okay, now moving on to number 6 is the cartography table. As you can tell, this is not possible. This is not possible in Minecraft. If I grab the cartography table right now, and I place it, there's no way. Like, you can tell that this texture of the map and whatever is on top. There's nothing you can do about it. Like, you can't switch it. However, this is the mini block, and using the, I think it's the green dye. The green dye, you can rotate these vertically. So if I place this right here, I rotate it, you can do exactly that. Make it big with the black dye, make sure it's aligned, and move it all the way back. And you can put this in the wall as kind of like a wallpaper or something of, oh, hello. You need to squat and right click. And you can also hide things behind there if you're really cool and you whatever. Anyway, but you can do that and it looks like you have a map or some kind of treasure map on the wall. It's really cool. And if you want to switch it to 8-bit, you can as well. Now moving on to number 7 is the light. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Sometimes you can see it flicker, but this is the light. And all you got to do is get the lit redstone lamp, move it all the way up. I did the 8-bit texture and attach it to a chain. And there's one last thing. As you can tell, there is no light sources in here, but technically this is a light source. And the way I did it is using these light blocks. If you do /give @p underscore light underscore block 1 and then whatever light source you want, you can do different light sources. And I placed a 12 right here for a lamp that actually shines. It's really easy. And then over here, I did actually place a 7 because, you know, the furnaces give off light. So that's something really easy you can do. And now, moving on to number 9. I think it's 9. Yeah, number 9. This is the half slab. And you're kind of like, what? Hold on. Something's weird. This looks like a trapdoor, but it is not a trapdoor. Here, let me show you. This is not a trapdoor. This is, in fact, a mini block. If I can pick it up. I cannot pick it up. Oh, there we go. Spruce mini planks block. This is really cool. So up here, normally you can't place a block up here. The chain stops it. However, if you get the mini block and you place it down and you make it big and you move it all the way up, you can actually slide it part way into the block and leave a little bit of a gap right there to make it so it doesn't go all the way in and turn black and it like doesn't load. All you got to do is do that, and it works like this. I will show you this in another video if you want me to show you how to make some more cool building blocks that actually kind of work like that, because it does take a long time and we're already kind of running a little bit long. But that is something else you can do, and it's really cool. Now moving on to yes, it's number 10. This is probably my favorite one, and it's really cool because all you gotta do is get the glass mini block and you grab the diamond mini block and you just slide it in and put it in a lectern, kind of like a little display stand. And it is really cool. It's really simple. All you gotta do is like place it down, move it over, rotate it, and put it in. And then you do the exact, I would actually do the diamond block first, move it over, shrink it to micro scale, and then I did do the 8-bit texture for that, if you want to do that. And then you grab the mini glass block second, and then you move it over because it gets weird if you do that. So yeah, now, as you can see, that has been all 10 tips and tricks using the mini block. But I think we have one last thing that I need to show you, and it is, oh, hold on, wait, there's something. Oh yeah, oh yeah, this is Razz. Oh, he used the secret. Oh, he used the secret. He used a secret block to get down. But holy cow, what the heck is he doing? Okay. Oh, there's a creeper. There's a creeper. What the heck is Razz doing? Yeah, I don't know, but hopefully we can see more of that. I'm really confused. But anyway, that is all the 10 tips and tricks using the mini blocks to decorate your inside of your house with a lot of different things. You can place them on places, put them under places, put them on things, put them on more things. Use it in the walls, use it in your stoves, use it on a bush, use it on a light, put it in the walls, put it in everything you want. And yeah, it is really cool. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you did like it, please be sure to share it with your friends or people who really like to build, because the mini blocks that FoxyNoTail made are amazing, and I really want to make sure that people know how to build with these. And yeah, if you liked it, please be sure to subscribe, because we got some more of this coming. And thank you so much for all the support recently. Like, it's kind of nuts that I'm actually making videos, but anyway, it's fun. Thank you, and we'll see you next time on Fruit Realm. Oh, and we also need a name for these two, because they've been chilling around. So yeah, let me know the name in the comments. Bye! Have a fun time. We'll see you again on Fruit Realm.